Alright, so second section here, we're looking at finding the frequency of a wave. So when we use the same equation, we're just gonna mix around the variables so that we can find the frequency, because we already know the speed or velocity. So find known values. So the speed of a wave is 65 meters per second. The wavelength of the wave is 8 meters. What is the frequency of the wave? So velocity we know is going to be 65 meters per second. Okay, wavelength, or lambda, is going to be 8 meters. Okay, and then what's the frequency? Don't know. We're going to find that one out. So let's plug these into our equation. So we've got velocity, or v, equals frequency times lambda. Okay, my velocity is 65 meters per second, so 65. And that equals, we don't know our frequency, but I do know that lambda is 8 meters, the wavelength. I'm going to put that in parentheses. So let's bring that down here so we can use this space to solve that. So I've got 65 equals f times 8. I know that I want to get f by itself. We're solving for f. So since f and 8 are multiplied, I'm going to actually divide by 8. Divide by 8. Okay, so these two will cancel. So all I'm left with on this side is f. And f equals, so we'll have 65 divided by 8. Alright, now we got to divide this out because we're not looking for fractions here. And if I look at these two, I can't think of any ways that they'll easily simplify. So we're just going to have to do long division. So let's see, we're trying to figure out how many times 8 can go into 65. Okay, 8 can't go into 6 at all, so I'll skip that right there, and I'm going to put a decimal point here and here, because I'm pretty sure this is going to go to a decimal. So 8 can go into 65, it can actually go into 64 pretty easily, so we do 8 times 8 will give us that, and that's 64. Okay, we'll subtract, so I get 1. Let's put a 0 here so we can go at least to 1 decimal point here and bring that down. So I've got 10. 8 can go into 10 1 time. 8. Okay, I'll get 2. And we'll stop there. On most of these problems, on the CST or on any test that you have, if you get to this point where you've solved for a couple values, that you will not need to go very much further than that, or you'll be able to estimate the answer easily from here on out. Okay, so we'll stop there. So 8.1, so that is my f, or frequency. So I'm going to write that over here again. So f equals 8.1, and the units for frequency, if you remember, are hertz. So frequency is going to be 8.1 hertz.